6 to 10 Pakistani soldiers have been killed. Similar number of terrorists have also been decimated at these camps. As I told you, these camps have been destroyed.
And speaking on the repeated infiltration attempts by Pakistan, the army chief further reiterated that India will not hesitate to carry out retaliatory action and foil its attempts to disrupt peace in the valley.
Ever since Article 370 was abrogated from Jammu and Kashmir, we have been getting repeated inputs of infiltration by terrorists from across the border to disturb the peace and harmony in the state.
The BJP's General Secretary Ram Madhav, while in fact addressing a youth convention program in Srinagar, he has said that the security forces will work to secure the lives and properties of Kashmiris till their last breath. He also said that our security forces are more than capable of facing cross-border terrorists.
हमारे कश्मीर के लोगों के जान माल को बचाने के लिए आखिरी मिनट तक, आखिरी क्षण तक हमारे सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस पूरी तैयारी के साथ है. आपको कुछ नहीं होगा मित्रों, कोई डरने का कारण नहीं है.
News now from the poll-bound states of Maharashtra and Haryana. All preparations are in place for the assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana tomorrow. In Maharashtra, a total of 288 constituencies will go for the elections, go to the polls on Monday. And by size, in fact, the electorate of Wardha is the smallest constituency and Panvel is the largest. Among 3,237 candidates in the fray, there are about a total of 235 who are female candidates. The Bahujan Samaj Party is fielding a maximum number, 262 candidates in the state, while 1,400 independents are also contesting in these polls. And it will be the first time, in fact, that the voter verifiable paper audit trail, or VVPAT, will be used for the election in the Maharashtra Assembly. And urging voters to take part enthusiastically in the electoral process, the Chief Electoral Officer in Maharashtra said that all arrangements are in place for polling in the state on Monday.
जो रिमोट हैं उसके लिए विशेष व्यवस्थाएं की गई हैं और उसी के साथ हर पोलिंग स्टेशन पे जो अश्योर्ड मिनिमम फैसिलिटीज हैं वो दी गई हैं. खासकर जो हमारे दिव्यांग मतदाता हैं या ओल्ड एज मतदाता हैं उनके लिए विशेष अरेंजमेंट हमने किए हैं. कल मतदान है तो हमारा ये आप सबको एक अपील रहेगा कि सब मतदाताओं ने भारी मात्रा में पोलिंग स्टेशन पर आके अपने पसंदीदा जो कैंडिडेट हैं उनको वोट करें और अपना जो मत है वो आपका एक कर्तव्य भी है, आपका अधिकार भी है, तो इसका सही इस्तेमाल करें और सही कैंडिडेट के लिए इस्तेमाल करें.
And the elections will also be held in 90 constituencies in Haryana on Monday, and by size of the electorate, Narnaul is the smallest and Bhadshahpur is the largest in the state. A total of 1,169 candidates, I beg your pardon, will be taking part in this election, of which 104 are females. And the Election Commission of India has appointed the former Deputy Election Commissioner and Secretary Tourism, Vinod Zuchsi, as the special observer for the ensuing elections to 23 Asand Assembly constituency of Karnal district in Haryana. This is in light of a video circulating in social media. Zuchsi has been requested to proceed immediately to the constituency to take necessary corrective action and ensure free, fair and peaceful elections. Well, campaigning for the by-polls to 2 Lok Sabha constituencies and also 51 assembly seats in 17 states will also come to an end. They came to an end yesterday. And in fact, the by-polls will be held in Samastipur Lok Sabha seat, which is in Bihar, and Satara Lok Sabha seat in Maharashtra. And the assembly constituencies for which these by-polls will be held are 11 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 6 of Gujarat, 5 seats each in Kerala and Bihar, 3 in Sikkim, 4 in Punjab and Assam, 2 each in Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan and Himachal Pradesh, and 1 seat each in Odisha, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, as well as Chhattisgarh, Meghalaya, Puducherry and Arunachal Pradesh. Polling in Haryana and Maharashtra by polls for 2 Lok Sabha constituencies and 51 assembly seats will also take place on Monday, and counting will be taking place on the 24th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released a book titled Digital Nation. It's written by the chairman of Tata Sons, N. Chandrasekaran, and also the chief economist of the group, Rupa Purushottamam. And speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that positivity, optimism and faith and talent and resources is the thought of New India. He said that technology and talent are not a threat but a force multiplier. The Prime Minister also said that technology is a bridge between the government and governance, and also a source of realizing the dream of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. The eminent industrialist Ratan Tata was present on the occasion, among other people.
साथियों, ये किताब ऐसे समय आई है जब टेक्नोलॉजी को डिमोनाइज करने की एक बहुत बड़ी कोशिश चल रही है। टेक्नोलॉजी को हमारे डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड के लिए चुनौती के रूप में पेश करने की कोशिश हो रही है। इस किताब में सरकार के उस विजन को और मजबूत किया है जिसके मुताबिक टेक्नोलॉजी जोड़ने का काम करती है, तोड़ने का काम नहीं करती है। टेक्नोलॉजी एक ब्रिज है, डिवाइडर नहीं है। टेक्नोलॉजी गवर्नमेंट और गवर्नेंस के बीच का भी ब्रिज है। टेक्नोलॉजी सबके साथ सबका विकास, ये जो सपना है उसको साकार करना एक मजबूत माध्यम है।
And hailing the use of technology, the Prime Minister also said that it has aided transparency in the system and also to reduce the role of middlemen.
टेक्नोलॉजी जब ट्रांसपेरेंसी और टारगेटेड डिलीवरी का भी समाधान मिलता है।
President Ramnath Kovind today unveiled the bust of Mahatma Gandhi, marking the 150th birth anniversary of the father of the nation, and hoped that future generations would be inspired from his legacy of compassion, truth and ethics. President Kovind took part in an event at the Center of Peace Education in Miriam College in Manila, the Philippines, during his 5-day visit to the Southeast Asian nation. Addressing the gathering, the President said that he was touched to hear the rendition of Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, Vaishnava Janato, by the famous Filipino singer Grace No. And emphasizing also the importance of the bhajan, the President said that this bhajan describes humanity and empathy, and following its message, the world could become a better place.
I was also touched to hear the rendition of Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, Vaishnava Jan To Tene Kahiye, by the famous Filipino singer Grace No. This year, the hymn was sung in over 150 countries as a fitting tribute to a man who embraced entire humanity as one indivisible family. The hymn describes a good human being as one who reaches out to those in pain and suffering. Indeed, the world would be a much better place if only we had such empathy for each other. This bust of Mahatma Gandhi is a gift from the people of India to you.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today presented the Most Eminent Senior Citizen Award to the legal luminary, scholar and former Attorney General of India, K. Parasaran, at a function at the India International Centre in New Delhi. Parasaran was honoured with the award for the occasion of Elders' Day, its celebration of the Aged Care India, an organisation which works for the welfare of the elderly.
Unfortunately, in the present day history or even our textbooks, we find very less about our culture and heritage. And secondly, there is also every need to teach the younger generation about the morals to maintain. In my younger days, when I was a student, we used to have a moral science class. Now we have only science, morals are missing. I hope that we bring back it again to our educational curriculum with the new educational policy is now under discussion.
And as the Kashmir Valley is heading towards a long winter season and temperature gets down gradually, the harvesting of crops nears an end as well, and the Kashmiri apples are now available in markets. And as per the central government order, procuring of apples is that apples are being bought directly from the growers in Kashmir through NAFED. Our correspondent Vishal Barrister took stock of the recent scheme by the centre.
I am here at the Kulgam Fruit Mandi. As you can see, the procurement process of the apples is on, and the NAFED officials, they are grading the apples, they are testing the apples on different parameters. It is quite a secured environment, and full security is being provided to the grower so that it can come safely and sell its product. And the process is on. 5 centers have been established throughout the state: Shopian, Srinagar, Sopore, Anantnag, and this one in Kulgam. And as you can see, these boxes, they have been brought by the growers. They have all been sold, and as you can see, they all have their slips. And with the slips, you can identify, like this one, this is a B grade apple, and this has been purchased by NAFED, and soon it would be sent to Delhi, and from there on you can have them in your homes.
I appreciate the government. मुझे लगता है कि ये अच्छी स्कीम है. इससे हमें किसान और ग्रोवर को यहाँ पे अच्छा फ़ायदा मिलेगा. अगर हम यहाँ पे माल अपना लाएंगे, मुझे लगता है कि हमारा माल जो है वो ज़्यादा बी ग्रेड और ए ग्रेड में है इस कुलगाम में, तो अच्छा रेट मिलेगा सर.
नेफेड है, और भी लोग हैं, मार्केटिंग एंड प्लानिंग है, एनएचबी है, जेकेएचएमपी है, और सारे कमेटी है पूरे इस ग्रेडिंग के लिए.
किन पैरामीटर्स पर जांच होती है?
जो पैरामीटर जो कमेटी बनाई गई है, जो स्पेसिफिकेशन है गवर्नमेंट द्वारा, 4 पैरामीटर है, उस पर हम लोग
स्पेसिफिकेशन बता सकते हैं. जैसे दाग नहीं होना चाहिए,
दाग स्कैब नहीं होना चाहिए, और कोई वो जख्म नहीं होना चाहिए, और एक ग्रेडिंग जो है ना एक साइज में होनी चाहिए. जैसे छोटे साइज को ए में हमने इन्होंने जो बताया ए ग्रेड है, ये ए ग्रेड में आता नहीं है.
So you heard the growers, you heard the NAFED officials, and you can see that this scheme is quite successful. All these boxes in 2 days, 3,000 boxes have been purchased by NAFED, and it is going on very smoothly, very safely, and quite securely. With cameraman SP Dubey from Kulgam, this is Vishal Barrister, DD News.
And some entertainment news now. Well, the 50th International Film Festival of India announced the films in the debut competition of the festival, and the festival, which has been a launchpad for several filmmakers, aims at bringing in the best first-time filmmakers as well in this section. So let's take a look at this report.
With trail of gracious films across the globe, International Film Festival of India has announced the films in debut competition section. The debut film competition section is marked to honor the best first-time filmmakers of the year. Filmmakers who are able to produce feature film that reflects a new paradigm in motion pictures in terms of aesthetics, technique or technological innovation will be awarded with the Silver Peacock, a certificate and a cash prize of Rs 10 lakhs. The films that would be competing in the debut section genre are Algerian film Abu Lila, directed by Amin Sidi Boumediene, Korean film Romang by Lee Chang-yoon, Romanian film Monsters by Marius Altanu, US film My Name is Sarah by Stephen Orrit, female filmmaker Eva Cool's Cleo are the films which made it to debut competitions this year. In this race for Best Debut Film, India also marked its presence by the entry of 2 films in the competition. Abhishek Shah's National Award-winning film Helaro and Malayalam film Uare by Manu Ashokun are competing in this sector in the 50th International Film Festival. The festival aims at providing a common platform for cinemas of the world to project excellence in film art, contributing to understanding and appreciation of film cultures of different nations in the context of their social and cultural ethos, and promoting friendship and cooperation among the peoples of the world. Bureau Report, DD India.
Well, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson sent a letter to Brussels seeking a Brexit deadline extension after MPs voted Saturday to demand a delay in Britain's October 31 departure date. and Johnson had sent a photocopy of this letter contained in the law that requires him, in fact, to ask for a delay if there is no Brexit deal, but he did not sign the letter. And the UK Prime Minister has, however, signed another letter which makes clear that he does not want to delay Brexit beyond the end of this month. Meanwhile, in Brussels, the European Council President Donald Tusk tweeted that he had received the extension request, and he did not provide details of the content, but he added that he will now consult EU leaders on how to react. And Bolivians voted in an election on Sunday to decide whether to extend the rule of the President Evo Morales to nearly 2 decades or oust the great survivor of South America's pink tide of leftist leaders. Morales is widely known as just Evo and is the favorite to win, but it is set to be his highest and his toughest race yet, because since sweeping to power as Bolivia's first indigenous president in 2006, and recent opinion polls also show that he could win with just the weakest ever mandate that he's had and may face a risky second round runoff. Morales needs 40% of the ballots and a 10-point lead to win outright on Sunday, and polls are open at 8 a.m. and they close at 8 hours later. Well, the next president will govern from 2020 to 2025, but despite growing disenchantment with Morales, supporters for the opposition will be divided among 8 candidates, all of whom trail him by double digits in the recent polls in Valsenia. And the Australian airline Qantas landed the world's first ultra-long-haul research flight in Sydney after traveling 16,200 kilometers from New York. Qantas CEO Alan Joyce told media that the flight was a historic event with recommendations to be put forward on how to manage pilot fatigue and passenger jet lag. 50 passengers and staff on board were fitted with EEGs to monitor brainwave activity, with checks on melatonin, so that data could be collected with aircraft to be developed to suit the needs of both passengers and staff. And in cricket, India declared its first innings at 497 for 9 against South Africa on day 2 of the third and final cricket test at Ranchi. In reply, South Africa were 9 for 2 when bad light stopped play. Rohit Sharma hit his maiden test double century today. He scored 212 runs from 255 deliveries before losing his wicket to Kagiso Rabada. His stellar innings had 28 fours and 6 sixes, and he is the first Indian opener to register 250-plus scores in a single test series, and also the 4th Indian batsman to score a double century against South Africa. Ajinkya Rahane made 115 runs. Earlier, India resumed its innings at the overnight score of 224 for 3 this morning. For the visitors, George Lind was the most successful bowler, claiming 4 wickets, and Rabada claimed 3, but India lead this test match series 2-0. In conclusion, let's give you the headlines once again. Indian forces inflict heavy losses to Pakistani posts in POK, killed 10 Pak soldiers and equal number of terrorists. Several terror camps too destroyed. The Army Chief General Bipin Rawat says that India's response came in retaliation to Pakistani ceasefire violation in the Tangdar sector. All preparations in place as Haryana and Maharashtra gear up for assembly polls tomorrow. By-polls will also take place for 2 Lok Sabha constituencies and 51 assembly seats in 17 states. Counting will take place on the 24th of October. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizes that technology is a bridge between aspiration and achievements. Releases a book titled Digital Nation, authored by N. Chandrasekharan and Rupa Purushottamam. Says that the book reinforces the government's vision, which stresses that technology is a unifier and not a divider. President Ramnath Kovind addresses the Indian community at Manila and unveils the bust of Mahatma Gandhi and says that Mahatma Gandhi belongs to all peoples, cultures and societies. And in sports, on day 2 of the third and final test at Ranchi against South Africa, the visitors were 9 for 2 when bad light stopped play early. India declared its first innings at 497 for 9. Rohit Sharma hit 212, Ajinkya Rahane 115, Ravindra Jadeja 51. George Linde picked up 4 wickets and Rabada 3 for the visitors. This has been a DD India presentation. Thank you for your time and namaskar.